And today is Friday, November 17th. And I'm joined here by my partner, Karina LaPuma. Thank you for coming on,
My
Karina.
pleasure.
And I'm going to start it with the conch shell, blowing the conch shell. So the purpose of this 15-minute broadcast that we do every Friday is to salute the power that we have as light workers to positively influence all life on our planet by bringing our consciousness together, by opening our hearts, by building this sacred field with each other, and to really visualize, because this is a very great power. So, right now there's two of us here. We have quite a few people joining us who are either on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook on our live streams. And there's other people who are meditating in their own space without using those technologies. So, hi there, Karina. What do you have to say today?
Today is an important day. It's the beginning of the rest of your life. We've all heard that hundreds of times, but it's true. The power is in the moment, and let us visualize and bring, instead of fear, bring love. Instead of anxiousness, bring peace. So, this is an important time to bring your love and your vibration of peace and healing, even if you don't think you're a healer. Just it maybe you pray, ask for divine intervention, but put it toward our earth right now. That beautiful global ball of light with the clouds around it, the blue ball with the clouds around it. This is the new mythological image because we are all one. There's no division when we see that image. We live in this planet and we're all planetary beings and we count.
That's so true that we count. We had a meeting last night called the Lightworker Awakening Group, and there's about maybe 24 people with us. And we were visualizing for planetary healing last night. It was a very beautiful, sweet field, and I could feel it working. I mean, I could just sense that this is so tangible. It actually makes a difference. You just have to suspend the logical muggle mind and just know the power we have. So I'm going to turn on this video right now. So you'll be able to hear the music and see some of these beautiful images that we have here. Just know that healing starts within each one of us. One radical discovery that I've made is that there's actually no difference between self-healing, which has a great deal to do with loving and accepting yourself and being willing to feel your own pain and go through a process of forgiveness and communicating things that you haven't communicated, things like this, and healing someone else. If you're a healer or a healthcare practitioner, or just within a relationship, you want to offer healing and forgiveness to someone else, which is a darn good thing. Or if you're helping to be a planetary healer. See, we're living in a time now where the veils between these different levels are fading away. And it's just our beliefs have to catch up with it. There's an old saying, what some people believe is unbelievable, but that's really true. It's like we're still believing we're in the old earth, which is based on separation and competition and so much cruelty and violence and inequality. And on one level, yes, that is definitely happening. But heaven has already come to earth. There already is this higher consciousness encompassing the earth. And our job as light workers is to awaken ourselves to start seeing it, believing it, feeling it, and sharing it.
And right now I'm calling in the universal energy into my left hand and feeling it coming out my right, and it's vibrating. And I'm imagining the earth in between, just sending it to the earth. Welcome, Christy.
Christy, I'm sorry I didn't see you down there. I had to scroll and you weren't showing, but I'm so glad that you came. Christy, thank you so much for coming.
That's okay. I was enjoying what you were sharing.
So, Christy, what's your vision of how ordinary people like us can actually make an impact on planetary healing?
Well, planetary healing is an inside job, and it's probably one of the most challenging things because we have to go within and we have to be willing to claim peace and know peace and in our hearts and hold that peace in our hearts. And there's constantly challenges and distractions that pull us. So there's a wonderful Course in Miracles lessons that says, I choose peace instead of this. And that's kind of like the mantra. And then one by one, we create the peace and we gather in peace. And the gathering in peace is a vision. That's why I've always shown up at your work, Darren, and supported your work, because people I don't think really appreciate or understand how important it is to gather. Because it isn't just that I, as one person, am just showing up, but when I gather and join with you, we become a greater collective for what we are putting our attention on. And what we are putting our attention on is the peace and the love that is connecting us, me to you, and you to Karen, and on and on and on. And then over time, and then that's why I do these community events, because when people walk into the room of a collective field of community that are in their hearts and in their love, they go, oh my God, this feels so wonderful. Yeah, it's definitely more wonderful than wars and, and the insanity that we see, this hate speech, hate rhetoric is like, oh my God, no, we choose peace instead of this. So that's my thought. Thank you, Darren.
And I'd like to say that as an astrologer, we're moving into the Aquarian age, and the saying is that the second coming is a group event. So thank you for bringing up that group. It is so important to connect with like-minded others, because through the group is how we evolve and grow and change easier.
Yeah. It actually, the field is an energetic, and the energetic is powerful and healing. That's that visual graph you have of the earth being hit by this beautiful energetic light. That's another thing. We have such a materialistically driven world, and the materialistic world says that if you can't dissect it, divide it, cut it, then it doesn't exist. But as you well know, Darren, being a doctor of energy medicine, it's like there is so much more beyond. And when we go beyond and we connect with the energy and we create a field of energy of high conscious love and peace, then that heals people, that restores the vibrancy of life. So this work is super important. We just have to encourage people to join and gather so that they understand that their part is so critical in the joining.
Yes. Thank you and bless you for all the work you've done to bring people together. And you put your effort where your mouth is. You really do what you say, what you preach. So I really appreciate that. And I've enjoyed so many of the gatherings that you've created, and they're just really high level, and you draw amazing people together. And just love to, let's just see, how can we draw more people to work with us? In other words, right now, this needs to expand. And this is not about my path or your path, or we each have our own individual businesses or groups or what we do. But we've also, in this community, we're here in Northern California, we've been talking about how can we have a collaboration so that even Christy's working with her group and I'm working with my group and Karen's working with her, but we all have some kind of way of boosting each other and increasing the magnetism, because right now it's an inside game, and it's also a numbers game in the way that we need this geometric growth of people who are kind of waking to the fact that we do have the power to change our planet and to change ourselves, and to not feel helpless and in victim or in checked out in numbness or whatever it is. But we actually, like I remember in the 1960s when I was growing up, there was so much activism in this country. Like, I went on marches to Washington with my dad, for civil rights. And there was just so much going on that created a lot of change. And it seems like there's less of that now. There's much more fear about gathering. There's more repression of demonstrations. And for whatever reason, we need some kind of movement now where large numbers of people say, I can make a difference and show me what to do.
Yeah.
It's the critical mass theory, the
Yes.
100 Monkey series.
Yeah. Well, the consistency of your messaging is so important, and I just hope that people will put this on their alarm, and so that they're reminded to join, and then the time that you spend, I find personally the energy that you create during the meditation time is extraordinary and very peaceful and very loving, and so it really supports me in cultivating a level of inner peace.
Like I've noticed, just Christy, since I found you by scrolling down and brought you into this, the energy level just went up.
Yeah.
It actually is a science of vibration, that every time one more person comes on and comes into this quantum field, it boosts it for everybody. So it's very palpable.
Yeah. And then think if there were 100,000 of us.
Well, that's the goal. That's what we need to get to.
Yeah.
Like last night, we had 24 people in the Lightworker Awakening group, and it was an amazing vibration. And a lot of these are some who are there for the first time. Some people have been come many times. So it just works. So let's take a few moments to now, just last few months, to actually visualize the Earth together.
I haven't stopped visualizing it. I have just been putting the energy on as we talk. You can be walking through the day, just put your energy, and just your intention is to heal the planet and those hot spots.
Okay, yes. I have the image back up here at the top of this screen of Earth surrounded by this Merkaba, this spinning light field, which is a very high vibration, very clearing and purifying. And then there's the pillar of light moving vertically through the Earth and completely filling the Earth. And you can come up with your own image, but just look at this image for a moment. And just imagine how there are countless numbers of beings of light and people who have good hearts, who are all focusing together on the Earth, just raising the frequency, awakening people from the dream of the old Earth, which is, again, full of so much pain and competition and unconsciousness. And just suspend your old beliefs and just see this new Earth is already being here. Like maybe you can even feel it in the palms of your hands, like an extra tingling. We're in the new Earth now, folks. Eckhart Tolle wrote a book called A New Earth, which is really, really good. And he had some visions about that. But I've been believing this for a long time, that the new Earth is here. We have to wake up and smell the roses. And now, in this moment, Just imagine that there's these cosmic beings of light that we call ascended masters, galactic council, archangels. These are beings of light with unimaginable power. And they are bringing that power to help us move through this period. They can only do it through human beings. They don't just intervene and come out of nowhere and fix it for us. That's not the way it works. So we are the ones that are the conduit, that are the connection point for this great divine power to accelerate the healing of our earth. Okay, well, anyway, we're at the end of our broadcast today. We need to close now. Thank you, Karina. Thank you for being on and bringing your light. And thank Christy. I don't know if you're still with us, but thank you for coming on. Now I see you again. It was really great having you today, and I hope you'll come back at other times. And so to the divine, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong sung, gong sung, gong sung. Have a beautiful Friday and weekend. We're in the whole this mission.
And thank you all, and many blessings.
Yes.